All right, everybody, welcome back to Soft Wash Evolution. Doing our first real roof wash without the super pump. I've got my 12 volt going. Manifold set right here, wide open on the water. I got the soap to like a level 2, depends on how thick you make it. SH is at a 5, coming right out this reel. I do it by myself. Small little ranch house here, single story. Little sunroom on the back, but other than that, it's just a lateral ranch right here. A little bit of lichen, you can see it right there on the roof. A little bit more on that back side over there, a little moss actually. I've got the ladder set up. I could hit this one from the ground with a 12 volt, I'll show you that, but I'm just finished up. The only section I have is right there in front of the ladder. I walked the whole thing. It's pretty easy to walk roofs like this, so I'm actually going to turn the SH off because I'm going to use what's left in 200 feet of line to wash the little part that's left. I had my pressure washer out, that's the gray line. I soaked the ground. There's no plants yet because it's basically still winter here. But we'll get right up on the roof and show you what a 12 volt can do. Little Remco 7 gallon a minute fat boy. Let's get the hose here. Got this new ladder stabilizer. Really like it. It's a quick detach one. Better than one I had last year, which just was always kind of big and clunky. Took up a ton of room. One-handed, hose in one hand, camera in the other. So this is all the parts I did. You can see that lichen, little fuzziness already reacting, turning white. We'll give it a little scrub with the brush before we go, just to some of it to detach right around the chimney. See all that moss has turned white. Big clump of moss right there. Normally kick stuff like that out of there before you get started, or you can just do that. When I rinse, it'll all come down. Moss on the back there, see it's all turned white. So with a 12 volt, it's not a ton of performance, but as far as you're gonna get with it. I got a shooter tip on there too, but that's it. I'm gonna go work off the ladder and spray this last little bit, and I'll put the shooter tip on so you can see how far it goes. So you might see a cut in the video here, trying to not break any OSHA violations. And get down my ladder with out a camera and a hose in my hand. All right, 2-second cut, just so I can put the camera in my pocket. Because I had to turn myself around to get on the ladder. Even though it's only 8 feet up, you don't want to fall backwards. I know the gutters are full. Someone's going to comment that. They didn't want them cleaned. I quoted it. They said they would clean the gutters themselves. They said they do it all the time. There's actually gutter guards everywhere else other than the very front right here. Not what I would have done, but oh well. So this is the last little bit of SH. I'm gonna have to hold, let's see, again, shooting film and washing. So the camera is now in my armpit. Should have worn it on a rig, I guess. We'll put the shooter tip, show you how far it can go. Again, this is a small little single story house. Well, like that chimney, saw how far away that was. Here's a shooter tip. It'll go that far. It'll hit the chimney. It'll hit over that. So if I was on the ground, yeah, I could do this roof from the ground, but it's just not efficient. It would get the overspray all over the plants on the ground, use a lot more. So I just get up here and close in these single story places. 2-story, do like this, work off a ladder. You're just moving it a lot. 12 volt doesn't have a ton of performance. It's just a 12 volt battery pushing. But then again, that super pump was more than this. I mean, it was more, but it wasn't a lot more. Definitely wasn't worth the money. So I'll go back to doing it like this. If you're a guy that does a ton of roofs, you're gonna want a gas powered pump. And if you do roofs, if you have a second guy to run the water, even better, because those gas powered pumps, you are gonna get a lot of overspray. That's just a fact. They throw sauce everywhere. And if you're standing on the ground, even in a single story house, you're throwing overspray all over the place. So you need a guy running the water. I have my pressure washer right there. I have a remote start. I could just hit the button and have water within seconds. That's how I do it. But I can smell this is probably turned back to water now. Most of my 200 feet is bled out. So I'm gonna get down. I'm gonna get my brush and scrape some of this little bit of lichen now that it's all reacted, and give the ground one more rinse with some water, and I'm out of here. That's it for washing with a 12 volt. I'll actually get down now that I've got water, and I'll shoot it from the ground to show you what it can do. Get off this ladder. Hold this again in my arm here. I'll change it over to a shooter tip. I think it's an 0040. I'll step back. Peak of that roof. When I'm right here, I'm hitting the peak. So I'm this far from the house. That's what you get with a 12 volt. Nothing to write home about, but it gets the job done. So I had this morning, actually, this is my second job. I was at a golf course this morning. I washed a deck for them, and everything was frozen solid. It's nice out right now. You'll see that video I made yesterday where I was washing in the snow. It was actually warmer than it is today, even though the sun's out. Yesterday it was snowing, and it was probably 30, 35. It got down into like 19, 18 degrees last night. I had every line blown out, antifreeze in it, and the stuff still froze. So my dump valve on my tank was frozen, even though it had antifreeze in it. And I couldn't even dump my water, so I had to run my pressure washer to get rid of the water at the end of that job. I was making ice on the deck as I was going, even with SH in it. It wasn't fun. So I spent 3.5 hours on that first job, which was probably an hour of work. It's just this time of year, it's horrible around here. It's nice during the day, but it takes till noon to warm up, and then 4 o'clock it already starts going the other way again. So people will say, oh, it's nice, but yeah, there's 16 hours a day where it's terrible and it freezes. I don't have a place to park this thing inside. The truck's too big to fit in my garage. Truck's 21 feet long, garage is 19 and a half, so do the math. It won't get in there, and it's too tall anyway with the skid on. So I think this fall, when I take the skid off, I'm gonna set it on my trailer in like October when the weather starts to turn, because I still need to wash, I still need to do gutters, but I'm usually throwing work away to other guys because I'm winterized too soon. They have garages, they can put their rigs away at night and then work during the day when you get some warm weather. So I think what I'm going to do is put the rig on the trailer, put the trailer in the garage, because that'll fit with the skid on it. And I'll kind of, for October and March and the beginning of April, those weeks I'll be driving around with the truck empty, pulling a trailer with a skid on it. And that's how I'll operate, because this is just a pain. This morning I was having a meltdown, smashing stuff. My true attitude came out. It's a good thing I didn't do any filming. So, all right, that's it for this one. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.